love the enthusiasm, but shut up.
Today, we thought it would be fun to do a sibling Q&A because we haven't done this in a really long time. And while we're answering your guys' questions, we're gonna be making pizza!
We're gonna make pizza while we share a pizza of our life.
Okay, should we get started?
Let's go, nosy people.
Multitasking queen.
Let's do
I
it.
know some people have a problem with that.
At Jalin.
Oh, so the first question comes from Mom.
Okay.
Who loves Mommy more? Me!
I love her so much, I was born first.
Wait, first, are you just supposed to like knead the...
You wanna spread it out and then...
Like this.
Okay.
Next question!
Everyone wanted clarity on the age order.
Again? Guys, we've been over
Are
this.
you new here?
Okay. KINA, then Jalin, then CORY, then me.
Not.
I was born in-
RJ's the oldest, then CORY, then me, then KINA.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's RJ.
Yeah, I need some of that.
What the? What was I supposed to do? Were we always close growing up?
No! We were at war up until 2005 when KINA was born.
Answer seriously.
Yeah, we were tight.
You want to give the short answer?
I want to hear Jalen's.
Okay, I think growing up we all did fight, you know, over like petty stuff like I want the last bite of this, you're just annoying, how come you won't let me play your video game, you know, family. Can't concentrate.
You're making the dough tougher.
I like a thick dough.
Yes,
I
our
like
mom-
a dumpy.
Our mom was the one who always
Beat us?
Dude, she always ingrained like family is the core, and like even if we fought, she always made sure that we made up at the end of the day. You just keep throwing.
I was in the zone. Okay.
Keep just throwing.
Short answer. We're not close anymore.
I'm sorry, I'll help you.
No, it's ruined.
No.
You made the donut. Shorter answer is no, we were not always close. When you're younger, you're selfish, right? Like you just aren't thinking about anyone but yourself. And then as you grow older and as people come and go from your life, you might start to realize that, oh, family is the only thing that's left at the end of the day. And this comes in many forms, right? It doesn't have to be biological. It can be your chosen family as well. And I think towards the end of high school, that's what I realized was that family is really always there. Because of that, I wanted to invest in that relationship because it has proven time and time again.
That's great, bro. You know, I feel like you were the leader in that.
I might have been the catalyst.
Because I feel like if you did not make the effort, all of us would not have. Is there a favorite memory of each other? Okay,
Dude,
go.
I keep getting a hole in mine. For me, it was when each of you got into college because that was like, I know it's an easy answer, but it was beautiful to see each of you accomplish everything you set out to do.
Your older brother answered. This is sweet. What's your favorite memory?
Probably when RJ got me a PC.
Or the PS5.
Or the
I don't
PS5,
know.
I was also big hype.
Yeah.
That was really recent, Core.
Yeah.
All of this within the last year.
The first one that came to my head was RJ's too. Basically, for my birthday, I wanted to go to an escape room. There was a mission where someone had to enter a coffin and we had no idea where that coffin was going to lead and we forced RJ into it.
Well, I thought, hey, it's a coffin. I can just stay in here. I don't have to participate because it's already so scary. So I'll just stay in the coffin while you guys continue finding the clues.
Right.
Next thing you know, the next clue is lean back. So I lean back and the backing comes open and I'm in this room by myself. It's pitch black. They have a lighting effect, so thunder and lightning is striking and it's just illuminating the room. And at this point, we had not seen the live actor yet. And I was like, oh my god, if someone pops up right now, I'm gonna like faint. And then everyone on the other side was like, RJ, you good?
It was just so funny hearing RJ losing it on the other side of a wall. It's one of my favorite memories, bro.
If I think collectively, my favorite memory was like when you guys came to my dance competitions because I knew none of you guys wanted to come. So whenever they did come, it was like so exciting for me because I was like, yes. It was just nice, like my older siblings coming to watch me.
Yeah, we try to scream the loudest.
Is anyone in a relationship?
No.
Just kidding.
I'm looking for one though.
We're not, bro. Anyone just wants to break someone's heart for fun.
It's not for fun.
We, like,
Plus, it's so scary to date. Like, they might kidnap me.
a man.
Or
Yeah.
too, Kina.
Yeah.
You guys don't get it.
I'm gonna punch you, bro. If you had to save a sibling from drowning, who would you pick?
This is a question Jalin asks every day.
I think I would go for Jalin because you're not a good swimmer.
Everyone else has a 5% chance of survival. She has 0.
Everyone's
Okay, I think I would save CORY because he's the most level-headed. So like once we get him out, he could figure out an answer as well.
Shut up, it's time.
We're gonna make it a
Nicest
vlog.
thing Jalen's
Yeah,
ever said
yeah.
to me.
Okay, it's time.
Finally! Good job!
All right. Alexa! Set a timer for 8 minutes, please.
8 minutes starting now.
Love you.
Okay, pizza's out, huh? How we looking?
So good.
Oh, wait. Corey's pizza looks spherical as fuck. Wow, Jalen's mushrooms shrank.
That's a weird looking ass pizza, RJ.
What?
Wait, Kina's is so cute.
Kina's looks great. The cheese on the crust, though, looking kind of good, huh? Don't cut mine up. I'm just gonna eat it whole. Okay, see you at the couch.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh my god! How did we get here with a setup? We're trying out something new, you guys, so tell us if you hate it. Okay, let's take a bite.
Whoa.
Girls' night. We are resuming the Q&A. Kina, if you're chewing, put the mic down. She's like...
How did y'all recover from an argument?
This one's hard to answer because we have not had any major fights in the last decade. I think we just have really good awareness and understanding of where each other's boundaries and limits are, and we feel comfortable enough to like tell each other, hey, I don't like this, I don't want that. If we needed to resolve things, I think it would be very simple, like, hey, I got you this coffee, do you want to chat? I didn't like this or that. Okay, love you, bye.
That was a good answer.
We definitely seek to understand each other first, and then worst case scenario, mom gets involved.
Also, we'll just be like, oh, I hate you. And then we're like, do you want to go shopping? In like 2 seconds.
That's a sister thing, for sure.
Check me out.
Someone asked, why are there 4 of you? Your parents knew they wanted 4 kids? Our mom grew up in a family of 4 siblings. So I think therefore she really liked having a lot of siblings, having that dynamic. I don't know if 4 was planned, but she did tell me when it was RJ, Corey, and me, and we went to Disneyland before KINA was born, she was like, dude, it was so hard going on the rides because like there was an odd number of us. Since RJ was older, he had to ride with a stranger, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like, this can't happen. Like there has to be another person to fill that spot.
Kina's sole purpose for being born.
To have even partners for the Disneyland ride.
It wasn't the sole reason, but she was like, it was a big part of the decision of having another baby.
Mom and dad at the top of Magic Mountain. Honey, when we get home, we're getting to work.
KINA came along and she was the missing puzzle piece to our
Jalin
family.
said that was the worst day of her life.
Actually, I remember the day you were born.
Oh, really?
I remember walking into the hospital room with
too.
popsicles.
My flavor was ass.
Oh, I thought that was your birth.
No, that was KINA's, you
remember
asshole.
Kina.
I was sitting right next to you.
Hospital popsicles are not it, man.
But I remember that day, and I remember mom being very happy. We have another sister, and I was like, okay, but this popsicle's getting all over. Ew, who
Yeah.
do you think is gonna get married first? I think RJ might get married first, but maybe Corey would have a kid first.
Wait, true?
Jalin always thinks I'm gonna be like a single dad. Mom would be so stoked though. Mom's in her grandma era. She's like, when's it happening? I'm like, Mom, I'm working on it.
Someone asked the craziest shit you've ever done. Not pooping, just the craziest
Oh,
thing you've ever done.
I had a good answer for that one.
I can tell you about today.
Oh, I have an answer for this. I don't think it's like so crazy, but when I look back at it, I'm like, why did we do that? It's my senior year and we had senior sunrise where you like wake up at 6 a.m. and you watch the sunrise. My friends and I thought it would be a good idea to sleep on the football field. Literally at 2 a.m. I went to my friend's house. Mind you, this is like a Wednesday, Thursday school night, and we set up a tent. We had our sleeping bags and everything, and we slept on the football field. The security guy comes up to us at like 6 a.m. and they're like, you're not supposed to be here. I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, I was so scared. Like, what am I supposed to say? And my friends were just like, no, we got here at like 5 a.m. And the security guy's like, oh, okay. I look back at it with fond memories.
Someone needs to lock her up.
I'm just someone that plays it safe, you guys.
Craziest high school experience.
Honestly, I can't believe mom let me do that, because if my kid was telling me they're gonna sleep on a football field at school, I would say no.
But you forget Mom's a woo girl.
She's all for the plot.
We're pretty chill, sheltered, wholesome people, so we don't have too many interesting things going on. If you'd ask me what I've done in my video games though, oh man.
I guess the craziest thing I've ever done was move across the world to Korea for 6 months, and I just went and was like, YOLO.
I cleaned my friend's poop.
Oh yeah,
That's a crazy
that's
story.
a crazy story.
My friend did his best to make it back home. He was maybe like 15 feet away from my door in the hallway, and he blew. He shot in the hallway, and we had to clean it up immediately because we didn't want anyone outside like to see it or like step in it. I did all the work, I think. I got down and dirty, and no gloves.
What?
I did not use gloves.
Did you get poop on your hands?
Probably.
Wait, why didn't you get gloves? You didn't have
There was
any?
no time, and then at that point I was in too deep.
What a good friend you are.
You know, hey, if senior citizens can do it,
Why can't a 25-year-old?
yeah.
I don't think we should normalize pooping in the hallways, but we can normalize understanding that it could happen.
It can happen. It can happen to anyone. And I think that's how I found out I really love my boy, that I would clean up his shit for him. So ask yourself, Would you clean up your friend's mess?
That's kind of deep.
Next question.
Wait, Corey,
Corey.
share your stuff.
I don't do anything crazy.
Oh, okay, Corey. What's crazy to you?
Okay. I'd say the biggest, like, it's not like crazy, but the biggest risk I've ever taken was only applying to one college. And,
Wait, yeah, this is
and not telling my family about it.
We all thought he applied to maybe 10 colleges.
Yeah, because I know mom was like pretty on me about applications and keeping like my grades up, obviously, and what's the best for us. It's tough because like RJ got into like USC for filmmaking, which is like the best school you can try and shoot for. So it always felt like there shouldn't be any reason why I couldn't go, right? And I think that's what I convinced myself. And I was like, if like I can't even get in there's a lot of things I was feeling like I had to like amount to, and it was like, this really is the only school I should be going to because there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to get in. Yeah, and I think my parents also wanted the best for me. I wanted the best for me too. So I was like, why would I settle for another school that like isn't the best for me? Because then that's just like wasted money almost.
You had a plan, right? If you didn't get in.
Well, yeah, I guess my plan was to just like move and just start working and
Bro,
maybe try again
you
later.
put such a huge pressure on your.
Yeah, well, I just thought like I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. Truthfully, if I got in somewhere else and I didn't get into my dream school, I don't know how much I would want to go, and I would always feel bad that like I'm wasting like family money on that tuition. And, like,
Wow.
On a place you're not
yeah,
passionate
on a
about.
place like I didn't even want.
That's deep,
Fortunately, I got in, and that alleviated a lot of my stress. But to this day, I'd say that was probably the biggest risk because like I would have gotten the craziest ass whooping if I did not. And they found out that was the only school I applied to.
That's just so insane. I remember Corey being really stressed out during applications, but didn't know why. We were like, bro, it's okay.
You're
it's
gonna get
okay."
into at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, it's okay, dude. Like, whatever happens, like, we believe in you. But Corey, like, shut down, I think, for maybe 4 months.
Yeah, I was AFK.
Then he got admitted, and he was the happiest I've ever seen him. But then 2 years later, we find out that he only applied to one school. He didn't even tell us.
How do you one up getting into the best school? Only looked at mom in the eyes and said, apply to all of them.
This is a good segue. There was a question asking, like, have we ever felt any sibling rivalry?
It's not like rivalry to me though.
Or, like, any pressures from, like, our older siblings?
Yes.
Next
question.
For me, no.
The pressure I had was, how can I be a better role model? Over the last decade as well, I also just feel like everyone has very specific strengths and weaknesses, and we all complement each other. So for sure, like, you guys do certain things better than I can, and I'm happy about that. I'm like, yes. I think that's why this works, is because we are a team. Ow! Mama!
I think my biggest pressure was just probably the age gap. I was dancing literally since I was born, and dance is super expensive. I know that like a lot of attention was being given to me because I was so young, and like I needed mom with me all the time. It was very time consuming, very financially heavy, but they were also supportive. So I think the biggest pressure was like I needed to do my best to make it all worth it for everyone because it became a family responsibility. Mom traveling with me to all these competitions to help me is also taking time away from all three of them having like their mom, and that also pushed them to like grow up really fast and be more independent. So I guess my biggest pressure was like making sure I was making everyone proud and everyone feel like the sacrifices were worth it. And I think that's maybe just like a younger sibling thing to like want to live up to their older siblings too.
That's heavy.
Corey is a therapist.
Womp womp.
I'ma shut up from now on.
Hey, you lived up to it. You succeeded. Proud of you.
Yeah, like I think I agree a lot with what RJ said. I don't feel like there's anything any of us does the same. Doesn't feel like I needed to like compare myself in any way. Only thing was like maybe college, like what school I went to.
Like, career-wise and, like, interest, there was no rivalry. Like, all of us were so different. I think we looked to one another to, like, teach us those things. So, no, there was no, like, competition or anything. Who got the best grades in school?
RJ.
Was it me?
RJ. Next.
RJ.
I
Like,
don't mean to brag,
Did you get
but
straight A's
But
in
no
high
one
school?
can tell.
no. Okay. Also, Silicon Valley School. I was average at our school.
Then I was stupid.
I maintained at least 3.5 GPA, but by the standards of our school, like
My grades were really bad in high school.
Yeah, it was probably the Silicon Valley school because I feel like you did really well in college.
Oh, in college I
Yeah.
popped off.
Jalin
I
was on
don't
the dean's
know.
list.
standards for our high school were way higher than necessary.
which is-
I was just gonna say, and maybe this goes to any viewers that are struggling with self-comparisons expectations of their grades and GPA. To this day, nobody has asked me for my resume, as someone in a creative field, at least. And I will also say it really depends on what you want to do. You know, if you want to pursue a creative field, then I don't think GPA is a big factor in that. Obviously, it's great if you can maintain everything, but you know, I think you're better off devoting your time to your
Hands-on
creative work.
experience?
Yeah, and getting hands-on experience. I think it's life experience that matters more. Getting hands-on experience and like growing and being more well-rounded, I think that's what's more worth it. And you know what's funny is like we worried about grades so much, especially me compared to my friends. My friends are way smarter than me, but I look around now and we're all like in the same place in life. Nobody's like doing amazing. Nobody's like doing awful. You sort of end up in the same place. It's just you at your own pace. But if you're trying to be a doctor, yeah,
It
that shouldn't matter, bro.
It might matter.
You think I'm gonna let a 3.5 GPA doctor touch me? No, sir.
Well, you wanted to be a doctor, so
Oh, I wanted to maybe be a surgeon, but then once I got a C in chemistry, I was like, maybe not.
I thought you were really good at chemistry.
Well, hold on. I will say I got that C because I was distracted by the ladies.
was it senior year or
I
something?
think it was junior year.
You were
I had a-
dating someone?
No, I had a crush, you know, and I was just like,
And that made you get a C in chem?
yeah, I was just not studying. I was just trying to scheme up ways.
Wait,
to,
who was your crush?
Next question.
Who is the most annoying sibling?
KINA. I'm just kidding. Obviously, CORY.
Most annoying sibling's probably RJ. Hey, but we
just-
love that,
I'm
bro.
just quiet the rest of the video.
What's the longest secret you ever held?
I broke mom's picture frame. Mom had this photo of her when she was a child. Mom loves Flintstones, and I don't think you could find it anywhere else. It's like 20 something years old, and I threw a ball and I broke it. And I put it in a shoebox, put it under my bed, and for about 10 years, never brought it up.
Mom was
Until I
looking
left
for
for
it.
college. And I told mom before I go, I broke your picture frame. She was chill. She was like, oh, okay. I was looking for it. Are there any silly ones?
Is your brother gay?
Guys, I'm setting
Yes!
the record straight here. For Jihoon, yes. All other men? Okay, Jihoon and Jungkook. All other men. I'm straight. I love boobies.
I
Really
actually
in
have so
touch.
many questions asking if you're gay.
I wonder what it is.
Wait,
You're
you
a
don't know?
Is it just because I was raised by women and in touch with my feminine side and I have nails?
But I don't think you should change, bro.
I don't think so either. When I think about kissing a boy, I'm like, ew.
Why do you think about kissing?
You did that to yourself, bro.
Damn it. Next question.
How can your brothers be so understanding of girls?
Because we love women.
Because we had good teachers. I mean, it was either understand or die. No, I just, if you're gonna try and catch a baddie, you need to understand. Understand your prey.
That's so crazy.
So many things you have to delete on your.
As dudes who have been raised by women, this is all we know. When I make new friends, right, I judge it by like, would I want my sisters to know you? I mean, not even for guys, for any person, would I want my sisters to look at you as a role model or like as a friend? I guess I just want to add, I think I wanted to understand, you know, if Jalin and KINA are going to go date someone someday, they're going to look at the men of their family as examples of what they should look for in a person. The guy that they're going to marry is going to eventually become my brother as well, right? And
Yeah.
why would I want like some weirdo dude?
That's so sweet, RJ.
It's whatever.
Who is better at keeping a secret?
Maybe CORY?
Yeah, I just forget.
What's the biggest fight we've gotten into?
Yeah, I just think like we don't actually fight all that much.
Guys, we don't fight emotionally. Like physically, there's clips everywhere. But maybe I flip it on to the viewers, right? If you are going through a fight with your sibling, what would you guys recommend they do? Maybe they want advice on how to handle fights with siblings.
Nah, they just knows. Maybe the biggest thing that maybe keeps people in fights is that they don't want to be the first one to confront or like admit anything or start the conversation.
I mean, for me, I feel like I have the biggest pride. But when it comes to like resolving something, I think putting aside your ego, your pride, like the injustice that you feel, and like you really look at the problem, you're like, can you explain to me what you're actually feeling? What caused this? What was the origin of the problem? I think those are the questions that need to be asked. And for me, it was really hard to do that growing up because I'm confrontational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say it like a question.
I am confrontational.
No, you're super confrontational.
You are the definition.
You're too
of
confrontational.
She conditioned, but she can't take it. It was all my bad though, for real. Maybe to add on to that, I think you hit a good point about the ego thing. For some reason, it's always hard to approach your sibling about a fight or something you did. Oh, did you get it? Especially as an older sibling, right? You don't want to feel like your younger sibling knows more than you. Sometimes it's hard for an older sibling to start that conversation.
That's crazy because we know so much more than you.
Hey, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Just for any viewers out there who might be going through that, I think it is just about throwing that ego aside, realizing that it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Like, nobody's here to one-up each other. You're a family. You're trying to help each other. This should be a safe space, even as an older sibling, for you to make the mistake and maybe even learn from your younger sibling, right? Like, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. It's okay to let your younger sibling take the wheel sometimes on things that they might be better at. And, you know, maybe even as the oldest sibling, you're supposed to make the most mistakes. I think that was a wall I let down a long time ago, is that, you know, I'm always gonna probably make more mistakes than my siblings, but as long as they learn from it, like, I'll be happy. Because if they succeed, then we all succeed.
You have such a good heart, bro.
Bro, I got zero ego. It's crazy.
Why are you gassing yourself up so much?
Oh, was I?
Oh, I don't even want to gas you up even
Bro,
more.
they call me Chevron.
I lost the question, but they're basically asking, how did you know you picked the right major?
I don't know if this applies to everyone, but for me, it was like, I saw myself being able to do this for the rest of my life. Other than filmmaking or like creative field, I also wanted to be a teacher and a chef. But going into film school, I was like, yeah, I could totally see myself doing this for the rest of my life.
That's good advice. What about you, Corey?
I think it was the same thing. Like, I pretty much don't like doing anything else than like filmmaking. So it was pretty clear for me.
I think the foundation of that, like mom telling us like you should pursue something that you can see yourself doing for like 50 years. Being in the Silicon Valley where everyone's like a doctor or they're like going into tech and stuff challenged us to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Because we were like, I don't want to be a doctor.
At that point, though, if you don't know what you want to do, like, just ask yourself, what am I good at? What are my strengths? KINA is so simple, right? She started hitting the beat at 3 years old. She was gwittying into wibbing me.
As someone who has like done one thing their entire life, I wanted to quit so many times. And you do something for so long, like dance I did my whole life, and I kind of got burned out really quickly. I think it's really important like to have grace with yourself and be like, it's okay, like take a step back and see like what your other options are. Like, I just applied to dance, got rejected and shit, and then I was like, you know what, actually it was just redirection. And even now I'm still like figuring out what I'm doing. So, but I think as long as you're trying to do actionable things, slowly like direct you in your path.
That's the other thing. You don't need to know right here, right now, but at least move forward in whatever you do and be willing to try new things. Literally 10 years ago, social media stuff was not even a career, right? Boom, here it is now. And for some reason, you guys are watching us.
I know!
What the fuck?
Corey, someone wants to know who you like to spend most time with.
Why is it so hard to answer?
Yikes.
He doesn't want to hurt your girls' feelings. We shared a room together.
Hanging out with mom and dad.
Good answer.
Is Jalin a bossy sister?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no, guys.
You're right. No.
We're gonna have a talk after this, you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Hella curious. What's RJ's full name?
It's Real Gentleman.
Government
I'm so
ID
glad we got that
name.
cleared up. You guys keep asking.
Gentleman.
My camera died.
Okay. Good ending time.
Just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed us, literally for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've just been like partying way too hard. We were like, let's just like have a little girl time tonight.
Yeah, let us know if you want to see more girl talks.
Yeah.
Or not.
Rest our bodies for a second so we can go crazy next week. Hope you got a little bit more insight into our family. Hope we were able to answer some questions that were burning inside of you. If not, you better leave some comments down here and we'll try to get to it next Q&A.
Yeah.
Regardless, thank you for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you were able to eat a meal with us.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye!
RJ does this every time.
I love doing that.